18th, 2025. It is 10 a.m. and I call this meeting of the Platte County Commission to order. Commissioner Burke, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda.
I move approval of the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar.
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next is business action items, and the first two of these will be presented by Sheriff's Office, Platte County Sheriff Eric Holland this morning. Good to
Morning.
see you.
I'll at least take care of your first item. Presenting this wearing my NPR hat for the county, not so much the sheriff's office, but what you have before you is the cyber liability insurance renewal for the county. Several years ago, NPR got out of the business of doing cyber liability and entered into an agreement with Gallagher to serve as the broker for all of NPR's clients regarding cyber insurance. County is stuck with Gallagher for that purpose. This is the renewal of the cyber liability insurance for the county. So this is what covers the county in the event of like a business compromise or a hack or some sort of a cyber attack. The premium is $29,954.32. Ask the commission's approval.
I move approval of 2025-CO-073, the Gallagher Cyber Insurance Renewal.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO-075.
I'll let our radio expert.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tony Avery, Captain retired, acting as your radio system manager. What you have before you, 2025-CO-075, is a contract extension of the original contract that Platte County signed with Motorola in September of 2019 for Motorola annual maintenance. So back in 2019, historical, the county ended up conducting a big purchase to upgrade our Ethernet transmission across our system, and the microwave requirement was part of that, and it was purchased with a 5-year maintenance agreement. That maintenance agreement expires on August 31st of this year. This is an extension of that maintenance agreement, which will start September 1st of this year and take us out another 5 years. It will give us specific annual costs through the next 5 years for that maintenance. So, any question?
I move to approve 2025-CO-075 for a maintenance agreement between Motorola and the county for radio equipment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments?
Commissioners, can I make a comment?
Yes.
The contract total is $233,000, $383.33. This year's total is $40,948.75, which has already been budgeted into the 2025 contract, 2025 budget. I had soft numbers for that last year when I wrote the budget, so it was included in this year's, anticipating this contract extension. I apologize for that. I should have led with that.
Any further comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Thank you, gentlemen.
Pleasure, Commissioners.
Next on the agenda, 2025 RES 049 to be presented by County Administrator Wes Minder.
Good morning, Commissioners. Westminder. RES 049 is an appointment of Jason Reed to the Clay Platte Ray Mental Health Board. Our current board member term expires at the end of the month, and this will appoint Mr. Reed to the board until June 30th, 2028.
I move approval of 2025-RES-049, the appointment of Jason Reed to the Clay Platte Ray Mental Health Board of Directors.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Freiberg?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO074.
Morning, Commissioners. Westminder again. This is a biennial ordinance that the county is required to do under state law to update its potential conflict of interest policy, which this does this so that we're in compliance with that state law.
I move to approve 2025-CO-074, an ordinance for disclosing conflicts of interest.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Freiberg?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025-CO082.
Morning, Commissioners. Westminder. This is a contract with Ellis, Hammonds and Johnson, which is a law firm. Travis Elliott is an attorney who previously had done work for the county. This is to update our open records policies and our records retention to make sure that we're following proper procedures and documenting which offices are responsible for handling open records requests.
I move to approve 2025-CO-082, a contract for legal services with Ellis, Hammonds and Johnson.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Freiberg?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Wes. Next on the agenda, 2025-CO076 to be presented by County Clerk Chair Pruitt. Good morning.
Good morning. Commissioners, before you, you have 2025-CO076. This is the final approval and denial batch for the Senior Tax Freeze Program. It's kind of the standard information that we've gone over in previous sessions. So with that, I would ask for your approval on 2025-CO076.
I move to approve 2025-CO-076 for senior tax credit approvals and denials.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments? I would just like to ask if this is the final batch of
Yes,
these?
it is.
Okay, all right. And as you know, we get questions frequently about when am I going to know if I get approved or not approved? Will I get letter? Can you address that? What is the process going forward?
Yes, absolutely. So actually, the next item on the agenda today is a contract for a company to send out all the approval letters. So once we have that, we anticipate getting those approval letters sent out, I would think, within the next couple of weeks. So hopefully that's going to answer all these questions. We are still getting lots of calls and emails from individuals. So yes, we're very much trying to get the public that answer and make sure people know they're approved, but also know how to apply again this fall, which again, just for general information, the 2025 application process starts October 1st and goes through December 31st.
Okay, thank you. Any further questions? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Freiberg?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0, and that brings us to 2025-CO077.
Yes, this is an addendum to an existing agreement the county has with Lineage Connect LLC. We're requesting to amend that contract to be able to work with them to send out the approval letters for the Senior Tax Freeze Program. As you know, we've received around 7,000 applications, so sending those letters is a big undertaking. Working with this company will make that much more efficient, get the information out to the citizens as quickly as possible. The budget impact is $1,518.40. The funds have been certified by the auditor, and the contract has been approved to form by the county councilor. So with that, I would ask for your approval on 2025-CO077.
I move approval of 2025-CO-077, an addendum to the agreement with Lineage Connect LLC.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fricker?
Yes.
Commissioner Freiberg?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, 2025 CO083 to be presented by Parks and Recreations Director Daniel Erickson. Morning, Daniel.
Commissioners. Daniel Erickson on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department. With the Commissioner's permission, I'd like to present the items H and I together.
Yes.
Okay. As you know, Platte County is in a process to develop the Michael Gunn Park at Platte Meadows, what we're calling Phase 2. This will consist of adding additional playground, shelter house, parking lot, bathroom, and a storage building and the related utilities. We awarded the contract for the playground work a couple of weeks ago. This is the site work, all the grading of the parking lot, the wastewater system, and other. This went out to bid. There were multiple companies, like at least 3 that submitted bids, and the low bid was Gunter Construction. So item CO83 is to award the bid to Gunter Construction Company. CO84 is the contract between Platte County and Gunter Construction. The total amount of the contract is $829,460. The contract has been reviewed by the county attorney, Mr. Redmond. The funds, which come from the park sales tax, have been certified available by the county auditor. So staff recommends you approve both items I and H and I.
And I need to do one at a time, so.
Yeah.
Right,
Let's
yeah.
go ahead and vote. Yeah, separate.
I move to approve 2025-CO-083 for the bid award for Michael Gunn Park Phase 2.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandenberg?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
I move approval of 2025-CO-084, the contract with Gunter Construction for the Michael Gunn Park Phase 2 work.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandenberg?
Yes.
And that one carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is 6 items, J through O, which we will treat just like we did the 2 previous items.
Very good.
Yes. Right ahead.
Plan. Commissioners, items J through I, CO 85 through 90 are all agreements between Platte County and various entities. These are the 2025 Stormwater Grant Program. As you know, those grants become eligible every year. We had many applicants. A few weeks ago, you received the recommendation from the Stormwater Committee and went ahead and offered these grants. The next step is for those entities to submit this agreement, which is a standard agreement we've used for years. It basically outlines that how they will complete the projects. It outlines that they'll follow all state laws as relates to procuring work. It outlines how they'll get reimbursed for the work and ensure that it's completed correctly. So there's actually 7. We've gotten 6 back. There's 1 more coming, maybe lagging, but these are 6 out of the 7 that have been submitted. So I'll read them off real quick. The first one is the Lake Wacomas Association for $73,386. Second is a agreement between Platte County and Hawkesbury Homes Association for $30,546. City of Parkville had 2 submittals that got approved. One for the Crooked Road Channel Project, $40,000. City of Parkville for the 59th Terrace Drainage Repair Project, $33,774. City of Platte Woods, $43,246. And finally, the City of Riverside in the amount of $16,900. All of these, again, have been deemed good projects to fix stormwater problems throughout the county. Staff recommends you approve all of these agreements. They all have been reviewed by the county attorney, and the auditor has certified the funds are available. The funds do come through the parks/stormwater retail sales tax.
I move to approve 2025-CO-085 for the stormwater agreement with Lake Wacomas Association.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Burbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandenberg?
Yes.
That carries 3-0.
Move approval of 2025-CO-086, the stormwater agreement with Hawkesbury Homeowners Association.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes.
I move to approve 2025-CO-087 for the stormwater grant agreement with the city of Parkville.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes.
That carries 3-0.
Move approval of 2025-CO-088, the second stormwater agreement with Parkville for 59th Terrace drainage.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes.
I move to approve 2025-CO-089 for the stormwater grant agreement with the city of Platte Woods.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes.
That carries 3-0.
I move approval of 2025-CO-090, the stormwater agreement with the city of Riverside.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes.
And that passes 3-0.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Daniel. Next on the agenda, for commission orders to be presented by Platte County Interim Treasurer Christopher Kendall. Morning, Chris.
Good morning. Commission, with your permission, I'd ask that we could present all four at once.
Yes.
The Treasurer's Office has completed the bank review process for the bid selection, and we have chosen Commerce Bank once again for our next 4 years, and they will be our primary county clearinghouse depository. In addition, CO079 is for Central Bank of the Midwest, where we will also use them as a depository. CO080 will allow us to use Connections Bank as a depository, and CO081 will allow us to use UMB as a depository also.
I move to approve 2025-CO-078 for the county clearinghouse depository with Commerce Bank.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frycker?
Yes.
Commissioner Berber?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandermark?
Yes. That passes. Usually you announce that it passes.
I'm sorry?
Usually you announce that it passes 3-0.
I'm sorry. Yes, that carries 3-0. Yes.
I move approval of